Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit and my intuition and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the viewer. We will be taking a look at the person on your mind, your special person, whoever it is you're thinking about, and how they are feeling right now. Okay, so their exact feelings right now when you're watching this video, and we'll try to get the predominant feelings they have, because certainly there could be mixed emotions coming up. So we'll ask for the predominant feeling and how they are feeling right now. Okay, so pile number 1 is the Light Seers Tarot. Pile number 2 is the Crystal Tarot. And pile number 3 is the Glow in the Dark Tarot. So intuitively pick a pile, and the timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. Before we get into how the person on your mind is feeling, we'll get into just the general overall of the connection and see if that is your pile. So indeed, you know you've picked the right pile. All right, I'll see you at your pick. Hello, pile number 1. If you pick the Light Seers Tarot, then pile number 1, this is your reading. Now we'll be taking a look at your special person on your mind, and how they are feeling, the exact way that they're feeling. Okay, we'll ask for their predominant feelings because they could have mixed emotions and feelings coming and going. So we'll ask for the predominant feelings for pile number 1's person. But before we get into how your person is feeling right here, right now, today, we're going to take a look at the connection overall, just to see if this is your pile. And if it is, then we'll get into your reading. Spirit, clear and concise for beautiful pile number 1 regarding their person and how they're feeling. Can we take a look at the connection so that pile number 1 knows indeed this is the right pile? Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you so much, beautiful pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and your person's energy. I'm so blessed and so grateful. Thank you so much. All right, so let us cut the deck and get into this reading. All right, so your connection. We have Queen of Swords, upright, reverse. Okay, we're gonna read them upright, but we'll pick up any blocks. Queen of Swords, 10 of Wands, and 2 of Pentacles. Okay, and I'll pull two of these, and then okay. We have Rotation, and we have Mystical Sister. Okay. So your connection, I feel like, has been fairly turbulent, okay? And I feel like maybe you guys are in a period of where you've had to pull away. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, even though this is the 10 of Wands, I feel like a lot of you guys have moved away from this connection or put a boundary in order for you to not have to deal with the turbulency of this connection. I feel like you're coming in heavy as a Queen of Swords, okay? This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, or at least you're the person who has had to put a boundary up and shift your energy away, because I feel like you're getting fairly overwhelmed with having to balance the turbulency in this connection, instability. But I do feel like there's a part of you that understands this person has been a pretty solid friend. So it's been difficult to kind of find a way to pull away, or you could very well be in the process or amidst walking away or pulling your energy away, because I feel like you feel a very deep friendship with this person above all else. And I feel like this person has sparked some sort of transformation in you. And I feel like around this person, you feel like you're in a more vibrant state of life. And there's a challenge in moving away because you feel like you might be like this person's been very inspirational, has been a solid friend, has helped you transform. You see this as someone who's very colorful, who gives life a lot of meaning to you. So it's difficult. but I feel like it's been very up and down and very tumultuous and maybe very difficult for you to pull away, even to find maybe a way out. And I feel like you could very well be in this process or have just finally kind of started this process. I feel like this has been a longer journey with this person. Okay. And I feel like times were much better at some point in time, and this is probably the lowest state that this connection has been. I also feel like there was a couple of red flags, and there was a couple of moments of surrender in this connection. Okay, the red flag, I see kind of this white flag. Like, I feel like there's all sorts of emotions, turbulency, where maybe you saw red flags, maybe there was a need for you to surrender, maybe they might have ghosted you at some point in time, and there might have been a reconciliation at some point. I feel like there's also a lot of distance between you guys, but you guys have stayed together. I feel like you guys bond intellectually and have the same passions. I think you guys have the same kind of philosophies on life and understandings and passions, and share the same creative vision. I feel like for some of you guys, maybe this person started off as a really good friend, or at least it's difficult to walk away from a friend. So you want to balance out, how do you maintain friends? Or maybe for some of you guys too, I see sharing a creative passion or sharing a creative vision. And in order for you to walk away, it's hard for you to maintain another part of your life that you might be connected to with this person, in order to maintain, a piece of your life that is giving you inspiration, that somehow this person has either inspired you to do, but I feel like they're either involved in some way or they're energetically involved. So in order for you to pull away, it's almost like you have to give up or surrender or release this piece as well, which I don't know that you want to, but feel like you might have to in order to pull away from this connection that's been causing you some burden and some uneasiness, and maybe you're going back and forth about how to handle it, because again, there's this friendship or there's this project, this creative thing that you have on the go that this person's either involved with or helps you with, and then on the other hand, it's like, just rip the band-aid off and then start again. And you could very well put a boundary, removed a boundary, put a boundary, removed a boundary in this situation. So it could very well be a cycle here with rotation that you've experienced with this person. Okay, so if that sounds like something that's going on, then let's take a look at your person's feelings right here, right now. Okay, their predominant feelings about you today. Spirit, thank you so much for that clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 1. Can we look at their person's feelings? How do they feel about pile number 1? How are they feeling predominantly, their exact feelings for pile number 1 today? Thank you very much. Please protect me as I channel this message and protect pile number 1 for their greatest and highest good. Thank you very much. All right, so how is your person feeling? Beautiful pile number 1. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Spirit saying to turn them upright, okay? We have the Chariot. We have the 5 of Swords. We have Temperance. All right. Why is the 9 of Wands here, Spirit? King of Pentacles, upright or reverse, Spirits. Okay, let's turn them over. And 6 of Swords. And 9 of Pentacles. Five of Cups. And one more card, spirits. We have the Three of Pentacles, and then bottom of the deck energy, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so we were seeing that's Two of Pentacles, which was like balancing things out. Six of Pentacles also talks about there needing to be some sort of balance. I feel like the biggest challenge, struggle, maybe is the reciprocity and the give and take in this connection has been potentially imbalanced for some time. Okay. And I feel like that's the main issue here, is the amount of energy or potentially how this person can contribute to this connection. Okay, so how they're feeling. Opening off with this Nine of Wands, this is somebody who has gone through quite a bit, okay, and is not giving up, is fairly guarded, could be quite defensive, might have their walls up. This is the Wounded Warrior, so someone, yeah, like who has potentially fought a battle, but they're not quite healed, and they're still maybe skeptical or guarded and not fully trusting. Okay, and I feel like there is this heavy emphasis on Temperance, talking about balance, the Six of Pentacles, balance. Four is also a balance card. Okay, and the King of Pentacles is someone who is fairly balanced and committed and secure and fatherly, but I feel like what the challenge is this person is kind of guarded against maybe being more stable and secure in this connection, and really held back here with the Four of Pentacles, somebody who is guarded and hanging on to, holding back or hanging on to what they feel is theirs. Okay, because heavy emphasis on giving here with the Six of Pentacles, and here's someone holding back. So I feel like there is a desire to move away with the Six of Swords from this type of an energy that's been very mentally exhausting, and move towards balancing and move towards progression. Okay, and this person feels like there's this heaviness when it comes to challenges in this situation that have resurfaced time and time again, and it's causing them to feel sad and look back on situations where they're not quite proud of. And there's this heavy emphasis on, if they move forward, how are they going to balance when these challenging times come about, and learn how to navigate and control themselves in such a way that this energy is doesn't resurface. Okay, and the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is successful, standing on their own. They're able to yeah, like build on their own stability, their own sense of security. And it's also someone who could very well enjoy the independent single life, or just the independence of self. So I feel like this person is kind of looking at, with the Temperance, looking at how to alchemize a situation that might be very challenging for them in being on their own, and what that looks like, and collaborating and working together as a partner, as someone who can work with you, and what that would look like to navigate through. And I think that was the biggest challenge here. So what they're feeling is, they're feeling like they want to move forward, they want to balance things out, they need to heal from what might be a repetitive cycle, and they're not quite sure how to incorporate being successful and single and independent on their own into forward movement in this connection. But there's an understanding that there's a desire here to collaborate, or at least an understanding that there needs to be collaboration in order to bring balance. But all that keeps resulting in is the Five of Swords and a Five of Cups. They're not quite sure, I feel here, how to go about it, what they need to invest, what they need to put forward of themselves. Because I feel like this person has this mindset of focusing on themselves, or having to give it all up and then collaborate. There's like, I feel like there's almost no in between here with the two black and white, the two here. Yeah, I feel like your person does not want to be guarded though. They don't want to be kind of miserly here with this Four of Pentacles, and consider what a King of Pentacles energy looks like in order to balance this out. But I feel like there is only one way that they know how to be, and that's causing a lot of this Five of Swords challenge and making them feel kind of very sad about it, okay? And in order to heal and bring balance in this connection in future state here, is there's a recognition that there needs to be some collaboration and some working together. Four of Swords in reverse. So the Four of Swords talks also about healing. Someone coming out of a period, because it is in reverse, of where they were in heavy contemplation or reflecting back on a situation that's brought them pain, but they're kind of coming out of it. So I feel like they're coming out of this state, but really contemplating how now do they invest? What now do they got to give? What part of this Nine of Pentacles changes for them in order to pull through a situation without losing their Nine of Pentacles? But they know that they can't be in this guarded state, so they want to move away, okay? So this is how they're feeling right now, predominantly in your connection. And we'll get the signs. I do see some earth energy here with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and some Sagittarius energy here, and maybe some Pisces energy here. Not sure, the Chariot could be Taurus energy. Maybe Pisces. But yeah, I am feeling some Pisces. I am feeling some Taurus, because we do have earth, heavy earth, and then some Sag, okay? So yeah, this is how your person is feeling right here, right now. And let me know if this resonated. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you pick the Crystal Tarot, and this will be your reading. Beautiful pile number 2. We'll take a look at how your person is feeling right here, right now, okay? Their exact feelings and their predominant feelings. So if there is some back and forth or some waffling and some confusion, we're going to ask for their predominant feelings so that we know how they're feeling. But before we get into your person's feelings right here, right now, their exact feelings, we're going to take a look at this connection so that you know whether this is indeed your connection and your pile. All right, Spirit, clear and concise for beautiful pile number 2. How will they know this is their pile? Can we get some information regarding their connection? Clear and concise. And thank you so much, beautiful pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy of you and your person. All right, so how will pile 2 know that this is indeed their connection or their pile? All right, clear and concise. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 5, or the Hierophant. And we have the 4 of Swords. I'm going to pull one more here. 8 of Cups. And that's okay. 2 wanted to come out just like that. We have Earth's Hearts and the Reddening. Wow. Okay. So how do you know that this is indeed your pile? Well, what I'm picking up here is you've been, most likely it's you, very, very confused, and maybe potentially even having to decide, okay? There might be a lot of options you can have, but definitely confusion I'm feeling here, and you needing to make a decision. And also I feel like you might even feel like maybe you're unclear about what you even want for yourself. But I feel like this connection maybe brings you a sense of feeling like fantasy, or this feeling that you enjoy, but there's also other sides of you that isn't quite sure what that all means. And I feel like there is this need to, or at least you feel like a decision here of choosing whether to bring this connection to a higher level commitment. Okay. Or there needing to be a change in lifestyle because you've got a lot of things going on right now that don't make sense in how you live your life, or maybe there's a social structure or some way of you being that doesn't quite fit or make sense anymore, and you've been in a period that's been fairly removed. Okay, now this could be your person as well. If this sounds like your person, then this could very well be the reading could be your feelings coming out, but we'll see what comes through. But here with this Four of Swords, this is somebody who is pulling away to maybe reflect on a situation. And I feel like these Four of Swords are kind of pointing to a center. So I feel like you're trying to narrow down where in your life maybe is getting in the way of this connection. And maybe you're trying to narrow down what it is you exactly want. And maybe you're trying to narrow down whether you do want commitment or marriage or a higher level upgrade in this connection to change your lifestyle potentially from maybe being a very, I feel like this is like more of an unfocused type energy. And I feel like either which way you're going to have to choose to walk away from something. So either you're going to have to walk away from your lifestyle of having options and the way you kind of have been living, or you might need to, or feel like you'd have to walk away from this connection, or you'd lose out on this connection if you don't make a decision and leave something and figure out what it is that you want here. Okay, and the Earth's heart talks about the core of the earth, and that's like, yeah, like the epitome of the earth, like the core, right? The solid core of this earth, and then you have all these other things kind of going on. I feel like there's the core of this issue. There's needing to get to the core of the matter and what actually matters, and not get lost in all the other things maybe that's going on here. And I feel like maybe you feel as though there is time ticking, or you're getting really frustrated, or this feeling feels really frustrating because you're having to sort through. And I feel like with this reddening too, like you're getting closer and closer and closer to having to come to the truth of the matter, okay? But there's also a sense of, I don't know, like I'm getting, my heart's beating, I'm getting kind of a little overwhelmed. The closer you get to the core of something or the truth of something, it's like making something more real. And I feel like the I was going to say fear, but almost the I don't even know if it's anxiety, but the forward movement of this, or the closer you're getting to the core of what it is, I think is impacted because it's difficult to walk away from something that you're still emotionally feeling tied to in some sort of way. But I feel like this card could certainly be indicating you moving towards something that is going to be way more emotionally fulfilling and give you life where you might have not have had life form. You might have not have had life formed in this part of your life, okay? And it could very well be the birth or the starting point. X mark the spot. I feel like it's a starting point of things turning for the better here. But I feel like maybe you're not certain whether this is the matter or not. And I feel like, yeah, there's this heavy emphasis, focus on the core, which is the goods, the main, just the things that really matter here, versus things that don't matter, versus all these options, versus unclarity. Okay, so if this sounds like your connection or the mood you're in or something going on around you, then we're going to get into how your person is feeling right here, right now, their exact feelings. And we're going to ask for their predominant feelings. Okay, so if there is heavy confusion or whatever, we're going to get to their predominant feelings. For beautiful pile number 2, how is their person exactly feeling right here, right now? We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Swords. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Cups. And we have the Hermit. Okay, let's pull some more. How is pile number 2's person exactly feeling? Their predominant feelings about pile number 2 right here, right now. 6 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords. The Chariot. And the High Priestess. And the Empress. Wow. Energy at the bottom of the deck is this 3 of Pentacles. And just under that we have Justice in reverse. I feel like your person feels as though this connection has not brought them what it is that they really want. Okay, when it comes to maybe the level of energy that maybe you've been investing in this connection, but they feel like there's a sense of imbalance justice here. Okay, Justice in reverse, talking about balance. 6 card talks about balance. And in the center here, and I feel like their whole thing is wanting to work together, or at least there was a need to work together. 2 pentacles are under the soil and the earth, and it's funny because we had that earth's core. So I feel like there's a lot that they know that is still underneath that hasn't been uncovered. The core of maybe the situation of who you are, or maybe something that should have moved forward or presented itself remained under the earth. And I don't feel like they're needing to want to bury all the way down to find what is underneath the earth, to find the core in order to work together. So there's this heavy emphasis on what does the balance look like. And again, I feel like maybe there was some buried energies there that they feel didn't quite come to the surface. And I feel like this person understands that there needed to be some forward movement here, some dedication in planting a seed that was going to be fruitful. But I feel like there's this ending here with the 10 of Swords, talking about a painful ending. And I feel like the ending is potentially understanding that things haven't progressed and a need to move away from what's been causing them mental strife, and realization that the movement wasn't going in the right direction. I mean, this guy's going that way. This pentacle still's under the earth, and they're wanting to move away from mental stress that this ending has caused. So an ending of maybe them understanding that there is no forward progression in grounding the connection, which has caused a lot of conflict. This could be internal conflict and conflict within coming to terms with an ending here with themselves. Okay, and wanting to move forward here with the Chariot. And I feel like this person wants to move forward to bring in what is going to bring them happiness and lighthearted energy. Okay, but there's also an understanding that there might be an opportunity for reconciliation with the High Priestess and this 3 of Cups. Okay, and for some of you guys, there is a third party energy here that's interfering. Could very well be another person if you're aware of. If you're not aware of another person here, either you have one. I'm more feeling that it's third party energy on your behalf than it is on this person's, but this person is becoming aware that there is an energetic interference when it comes to your energy that's not allowing there to be a 6 of Pentacles give and take reciprocity or a collaboration. And there's going to have to be, in order for there to be a reconciliation, and there's like a knowing. Okay, and I feel like your person is highly intuitive. So they know that there's something going on here that's interfering, but that they also want, intuitively, they know they want to be happy. They want to celebrate themselves. They want to have a give and take. They've been really going within and asking themselves as to what's going to make them happy, what's going to allow them to celebrate their own emotional joys and bliss, and looking at coming into their own divine feminine power. Okay, with the Empress here, this is like the ultimate queen. She's all the queens in one, very abundant, very loving, very giving, very fruitful. It's the most abundant card here in the tarot deck, and I feel like this person is wanting only abundance and unconditional love for themselves and what's going to make them happy, because intuitively they know that they're deserving of it, and they've really had to reflect and go inwards to take a look at the situation and circumstance and what it's going to take for them to use their willpower to navigate through a situation that wasn't fruitful, wasn't cooperating or providing any sort of fruit here, in order for them to find some happiness. Okay, now because we did see them intuitively maybe thinking that there might be a reconciliation, and intuitively knowing that there's a third party energy getting in the way, and it could very well be either something in your lifestyle. We were seeing the 7 of Cups, so maybe you have lots of options. Maybe you're playing the field. Maybe you made this person feel like not a priority. This person feels like, yeah, like they're not a priority. You're choosing other options. You're not investing. So they need to move forward here and stick to what they love. And here we see this 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. However however they feel that you were treating them as another option, it's made them feel down and out in the cold. Somebody who just feels like, yeah, they're neglected. They don't have what it is that they need. They don't have enough, and they know that they could go potentially elsewhere to find what it is that they need. And yeah, there's just this feeling of feeling abandoned, feeling like an option or not a priority, and high intuition and knowing that they are this absolute beautiful Empress energy. Okay, so this is how your person is feeling. And Chariot, I'm not sure if this is Taurus energy or Pisces. And we have Taurus energy here, maybe more Pisces, some Virgo, and a little bit of everything. I see lots of earth, lots of air. Not really feeling anything predominant. Maybe Taurus I'm feeling, and earth with the Virgo and Virgo Hermit. And yeah, so this is what your person is feeling like predominantly. So I hope this made sense, and I hope it helped, and I will see you at your next pick. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you picked the Glow in the Dark Tarot, then beautiful pile number 3, this is your reading. Now we will be taking a look at how your person is exactly feeling right here, right now, okay? And it's their predominant feelings. So if they are confused or flip-floppy, it's going to be what are they predominantly feeling, so that we get a clearer reading and understanding of the predominant emotions that they're feeling. Okay, and before we get into how your person is feeling right here, right now, we're going to take a look at your connection so that you know whether or not this is your pile. Okay, so we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 3, so that they know whether this is indeed their connection, their person, their pile. Thank you so much, Spirits, and thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. Nope. Sorry, this one here. Okay. So we have the Moon, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have Mercury, and we have Smoke. Wow. Okay. So I'm getting energy coming through right away. So you could definitely be resonating with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. And I feel like there is, or a Pisces potentially, but I'm feeling very heavy Virgo, because Mercury is the planet of Virgo. So yeah, heavy Virgo in this pile. But doesn't have to be, just maybe in your sun sign. So I feel like this connection has been very confusing. Very confusing, and I feel like there's a lot of things that are being said that now you're questioning whether this is what they meant. Okay, so your person could have maybe said a whole bunch of things, and now you're reviewing, well, were they saying that because they were trying to make things appear in a certain way? I just feel like there's this heavy confusion. Okay, smoke talking about like you can't see clearly in the smoke. Okay, and the moon talking about seeing things for not really what they are. We could talk about deep emotions, subconscious fears, and I feel like there has been challenging situations for sure in this connection where you guys might have yeah, been really hurt by this person, but now with this in reverse, it's like maybe this person is saying all sorts of things like, I'm sorry, that won't happen, or now they're being different. So you're not sure whether to trust them or not, or are they only saying this? I feel like there's a heavy emphasis also, yeah, on communication. So maybe your person hasn't been honest or hasn't been very truthful, and now they're coming clean, or now they're saying something different. Now things are turning in such a way that you don't know whether to believe them or not. And there is an emphasis here on stability with this Queen of Pentacles, because she is very stable and she's very caring and motherly. And I feel like this queen is very down to earth, and I feel like you want to be pretty grounded and practical, and you don't want to be caught up in a shitstorm, okay? Because I feel like this person has caused a lot of confusion, and I feel like they have a lot of verbal diarrhea, or potentially they haven't communicated, and now all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of communication about why they did and said, so you're not sure whether to trust what they're saying. Okay, and if you haven't talked to them specifically, maybe they're texting or sending emails or messaging you, but I feel like there's a flurry of information here that's kind of coming out that you're not quite sure. And maybe you were in a state of no contact, maybe. Okay, and why I'm saying that is because I feel like there's a new energy coming in of maybe them wanting forgiveness, or them trying to right a wrong, or something feels off about the energy right now that might not be appearing as it is. And maybe this person did lie, okay? And now they're wanting to come clean, and you're not sure what to expect or what to see in this situation. Maybe this person smokes a lot, or you smoke a lot with the smoke here. Okay, I feel like there is definitely heavy passion here, or has been in the past with this person. But I feel like whatever passion was there and desire, I feel like it's been extinguished because of this person's behavior, because of this person maybe not communicating, or maybe they've said something, yeah, that's not true. And you're wanting to understand or get to the bottom of what's real, what's not, and get on with your bad self, because you are this solid Queen of Pentacles. And you're wanting things to stabilize and just appear as they should appear. And yeah, so if this sounds like your connection, then we're going to ask Spirit for your person's exact feelings right here, right now. Okay, their predominant feelings. So Spirit, for pile number 3, how is their person exactly feeling right here, right now, predominantly about pile number 3? Thank you so much for clear and concise message for pile number 3. And thank you so much, beautiful pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy. All right, so what do we see here? All right, so we have the sun coming out, so that is heavy Leo energy. Something's coming to light here, you guys, okay? 2 of Swords. Knight of Pentacles, and 3 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. Now I'm going to leave them reversed, and we'll just read it as it comes out. Why is the sun here, Spirits? Ace of Swords. The truth is illuminated. All right. Chariot. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Why is this 3? Okay. We have the Death card and the Eight of Cups. All right. Wow. Very pointed message. And we have the Four of Cups, Ace of Wands. Yeah. Well, Ace of Wands is in reverse, and these are both saying the exact same thing. There's a disinterest, okay? There's apathy, there's not interested. This is like somebody not interested, not inspired to move forward, loss of interest, not really, kind of bored, not really wanting to engage. Okay, and I feel like this being the bottom of the deck could very well be your energy, okay? So you can flip it if this is you on the other foot, other shoe. But I feel like there's been some clarity. There's been some realization around truth, and where there has been no movement, okay, this is like stalling out and no movement, burying head in sand, or somebody needed to make a decision. They weren't quite pulling the trigger. They were sitting idle, not progressing, okay, and there needed to be movement. But there was this like balancing act that was going on. But not only was it a balancing act, I feel like this person was not seeing clearly or prioritizing things in a way that was in a very unhealthy way for this connection, and it caused a lot of heartbreak and pain. And I feel like this person is recovering and trying to put an end to any pain that they had in this situation, okay? And this is clearing out any energies that no longer serve in order for there to be a new transformation. And in order to do that, they're going to have to walk away from an ending that was very painful here, okay? But this is in reverse, so I feel like there is this recognition that the ending is still something that they have to move forward from in order to find emotional happiness. This is talking about somebody wanting to go into emotional happiness because they come from a place that's been very pain. This is walking away from a place of pain that wasn't providing emotional fulfillment in order to move forward. So I feel like your person wants to move forward from painful situations, okay, that there's been some clarity and some truth around a situation that's been very adverse and potentially really painful. And I feel like if your person is, I'm getting two messages here, and unfortunately these are two polar opposite type energies I'm kind of feeling. I feel like this person wants to put an end to anything that's happened in the past in order for them to heal, okay, and forget that maybe there was pains, and letting it all go in order to move forward for their emotional happiness in this connection, because they're really tired of being in a state of boredom and not desiring moving forward. So they're like, yeah, I want to go where I'm emotionally happy, which could very well be this connection, and put an end to all of this stuff, okay? And they're really focused on this, and this is how they're feeling. And I'm also feeling for some of you guys, okay, this person is wanting to put an end to all of this connection because it's caused them a lot of pain, and they're really focused on what it's going to take for them to have a new beginning here. They're not interested in moving forward in this connection and move towards what it is that they actually want. But there is still some inability to get over this connection, and it could very well be because both of these, I mean, this is it's over, and this is still hanging on to something that needs to be over. So I feel like they're really wanting to put an end to something that needs to be over. And maybe with that Mercury card, this person's trying to talk them into staying, okay, or maybe this person has talked you into staying, so now you're kind of wanting to put an end to all the pain and be hopeful for the future. So I'm going to pull a card here for this Eight of Cups to see where this person is kind of walking towards, and if this provides more clarity. Spirit, for beautiful pile number 3, can we get clarity around this Eight of Cups? Sorry if I said Eight of Swords, I meant Eight of Cups. So we have anxiety reversed. We have the Five of Wands reversed. And we have the Three of Wands. Okay, so yes, definitely this person is looking at their future of what it is that they want. And they want to move away from anxiety, whatever was giving them anxiety and sleepless nights. Okay, they're having heavy anxiety. They're wanting to come out of that and any internal conflict and only focus on the future. Okay, in walking away from all this strife. Now, it still doesn't say whether it's this connection or not, so I'm going to pull a card here for this 10 of Swords in reverse and see what ending needs to come. What needs to come to an ending here? Page of Wands. Communication in reverse. I feel like this person... I feel like for a lot of you guys, this person isn't interested in any communication. And they're not interested in exploring... I'm getting the same two messages again, guys. Not interested in communicating anymore, okay, about this connection, and they just want to go explore and find their new opportunity. But I'm also feeling like for some of these people, they don't even want to talk about any of what's happened in the past because they want to focus on, you know, they don't want to move elsewhere from this connection. They want to focus on the connection instead of uncovering new opportunity. So we'll pull one more for the Death card because we might get something more. This is the 5 of Swords. Yeah, an end of strife. This person's really focused on ending any challenging situation. So if you guys were involved in a challenging situation, this person does not want that anymore. They're putting an end to being maybe challenging themselves or any situation that left them challenged by you. Okay, it's caused heartache, so they want to move away from that. And they're really looking at their future, putting an end to conflict and anxiety and moving towards that. And I don't know if that's towards you or not. I think how you could tell is if this person has told you that they want to release all this nonsense and they're clear about this connection, I think you could trust them. That's honest. Okay, if they've told you that they want to move away from this connection, is nothing but pain and they want to repair their heart and let you go, that's truthful. Okay, regret, remorse. Maybe this person's treated you very bad and they're feeling very sad about it. There's a realization here about this. Or it could be your person is feeling very saddened by the fact that they have to move away from this connection. And that's the reality of the situation because there was imbalance. Okay, I know that's 2 separate messages and some of you guys might not like that, but hopefully this helped clarify some of that. And I love you guys so much. See you soon. Love and light. Bye.